Woe to thee, Simon Magus, woe to you, his wretched followers, who the things of God which should be wedded unto goodness, them, rapacious as ye are, do prostitute for gold and silver in adultery. Now must the trumpet sound for you, since yours is the third chasm. Upon the following vault we now had mounted, where the rock impends directly o'er the centre of the fosse. Wisdom supreme, how wonderful the art which thou dost manifest in heaven, in earth, and in the evil world, how just a meed allotting by thy virtue unto all. I saw the livid stone throughout the sides and in its bottom full of apertures, all equal in their width and circular each. Nor ample less nor larger they appeared than in St. John's fair dome of me beloved, those framed to hold the pure baptismal streams, one of the which I brake some few years past to save a whelming infant. And be this a seal to undeceive whoever doubts the motive of my deed. From out the mouth of every one emerged a sinner's feet, and of the legs high upward as the calf, the rest beneath was hid. On either foot the soles were burning, whence the flexile joints glanced with such violent motion as had snapped asunder cords or twisted withes. As flame, feeding on unctuous matter, glides along the surface, scarcely touching where it moves, so here, from heel to point, glided the flames. Master, say who is he, than all the rest glancing in fiercer agony, on whom a ruddier flame doth prey? I thus inquired. If thou be willing, he replied, that I carry thee down where least the slope bank falls, he of himself shall tell thee, and his wrongs. I then, as pleases thee, to me is best. Thou art my lord, and know'st that ne'er I quit thy will. What silence hides, that knowest thou? Thereat on the fourth pier we came, we turned, and on our left ascended to the depth, a narrow strait and perforated close. Nor from his side my leader set me down, till to his orifice he brought, whose limb quivering expressed his pang. Whoe'er thou art, sad spirit, thus reversed and as a stake driven in the soil, I in these words began, if thou be able, utter forth thy voice. There stood I like the friar, that doth shrive a wretch for murder doomed, who e'en when fixed calleth him back, whence death awhile delays. He shouted, Ha! Already standest there, O bony face, by many a year the writing played me false. So early dost thou surfeit with the wealth, for which thou fearedst not in guile to take the lovely lady, and then mangle her. I felt as those who, piercing not the drift of answer made them, stand as if exposed in mockery, nor know what to reply, when Virgil, thus admonished, Tell him quick, I am not he whom thou believest. And I, as was enjoined me, straight replied. That heard, the spirit all did wrench his feet, and sighing, next in woeful accent spake, What then of me requirest? If to know so much imports thee who I am, that thou hast therefore down the bank descended, learn that in the mighty mantle I was robed, and of a she-bear was indeed the son, so eager to advance my whelps, that there my having in my purse above I stowed, and here myself. Under my head are dragged the rest, my predecessors in the guilt of simony. Stretched at their length they lie along an opening in the rock. Midst them I also low shall fall, soon as he comes for whom I took thee, when so hastily I questioned. But already longer time hath passed, since my soul's kindled, and I thus upturned have stood, than is his doom to stand planted with fiery feet. For after him one yet of deeds more ugly shall arrive, from forth the west, a shepherd without law, fated to cover both his form and mine. He a new Jason shall be called, of whom in Maccabees we read, and favour such as to that priest his king indulgent showed shall be of France's monarch shown to him. I know not if I here too far presumed, but in this strain I answered, Tell me now what treasures from St. Peter at the first our Lord demanded, when he put the keys into his charge? Surely he asked no more, but follow me. Nor Peter nor the rest or gold or silver of Matthias took, when lots were cast upon the forfeit place of the condemned soul. Abide thou then, thy punishment of right is merited, and look thou well to that ill-gotten coin, which against Charles thy hardihood inspired. If reverence of the keys restrain me not, which thou in happier time didst hold, I yet severer speech might use. Your avarice o'ercasts the world with mourning, underfoot treading the good and raising bad men up.